I'm filming a mukbang or like an eat with me, when I eat on camera, like I focus more on it and I absorb it more, and I feel like it helps me also eat less. Mukbangers do this. And I was like, oh my god, that looks so good. So we're gonna do a mukbang. I'm gonna be eating this board game. I'm just kidding. Mukbangs and weight loss. For money, I'd be making mukbangs, honey.
Hey guys, so I was just about to upload a Q&A video. I was almost done with it, but I know that we are all so bored of the Q&As. I'm bored of it too. I definitely want to make a throwback video soon as well, but I did just want to try to keep up with the current times. Amberlynn was posting a lot of outrageous responses to the Q&As, so that's why I did want to report on it, but I know we are all over it. So we're going to just move on to her new upload, and then hopefully we can do a fun throwback video, have some laughs. But for now, let's just get through this video. This is definitely a tough one, but we'll get through it together, guys. So I hope you enjoy. Stick around. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, honey.
Hello, welcome to a new vlog. I know I like to point out the obvious, but my hair is a mess.
Hey guys, so sorry to interrupt already. I know the video literally just started, but I just have to interject already. Her hair is a mess, and number one, she's pushing this narrative that like her hair is falling out because she used so much heat on it or something. Then she said she hasn't done heat on her hair in a year. Her hair fell out because she was using semaglutide. I'm not sure which brand name exactly. That's why her hair fell out. So I don't know why she is pretending, because she's just gonna glaze over the fact that she stopped taking her semaglutide for whatever reason. Tommy allegedly. That's why your hair is a mess. And also, she has a job to show up on camera once in a while, once in a blue moon at this point, once a month at this point. She has nothing else to do in her life. She could not take 30 minutes to brush her hair, make herself look presentable, put a shirt on. I mean, this is ridiculous. Either she's trolling us or she wants to push how depressed she is or how bad her mental health is right now, which, God bless, you know, hopefully she's okay. We'll get into that later. But it's really ridiculous that she cannot take a few minutes to make herself look presentable before getting on camera. You have one job to do, Amberlynn. Like, this is just infuriating to me because there's no reason you need to look such a mess. Get out of here.
She is super frizzy, and I have a lot of hairs growing back from when, like, I lost a lot of hair from when I was, like, crimping and whatever. I do have a lot of hairs growing back, so that makes it even more frizzy. Hello, welcome to a new video. Can you guys believe it? Because I don't even know if I can. So I actively don't know where my tripod is, so I'm gonna sit you guys on some markers. We have a little wetness right here because I just refilled the animal's water.
We cannot even see whatever water she's talking about. We are right back to, like, the 2019 situation type deal where she could barely function and she wants us to know that like she can take a shower, she can give her pets water. Like, we know you are not functioning well, so we are not giving you credit for giving your animals water. You are a 30-something-year-old woman. You should have a job. She should be functioning, and she wants us to give her like a gold star for giving her animals water. Look, guys, I can get up and give my pets water. Ridiculous, guys. I'm sorry. I'm fired up this video because this video is going to make me angry. I'm telling you right now. Sorry. Warning ahead of time.
So on days that Tommy works, especially, like, I have the same, like, morning routine. I'll wake up, take the dogs out, refill cat food, dog food, water. It's just, like, every day, just my go-to. They say that it takes 21 days to form a habit. I can see that being a thing for sure. It's just back at home in Oklahoma, like, my routine is just a little bit different. So having to form another routine, you know, here in Wisconsin is a little hard because it's like I lived alone for a full year. So now it's like different routines for different places.
What is the habit that she needs 21 days to form to get up out of bed and feed her pets? And she's saying, oh, I'm used to being alone. This is a different routine. No, what happened was Tommy went back to work. And now you're alone and you have to take care of yourself. And you don't have someone waiting on you 24/7. And now you have to actually be responsible for yourself and your pets and take care of yourself. And that's why you're having trouble adjusting. Again, 34? Someone please correct me if I'm wrong. You are not a middle schooler on summer break. You should be more than capable to get yourself up in the morning and take care of your pets and do a million other things that need to be done. Outrageous.
Way I finished. I'm actually working on the Camaro. Oh wait, I told someone that I was doing the Corvette or Corvette. What is it called? I don't do cars, but this is a Camaro. I told someone. Oh, I knew you guys were gonna fall. I knew it's gonna happen. I saw on Instagram that I was doing the Corvette, but no, I'm doing the Camaro. I'm sorry, I got my cars confused. look at that. And then I also completed the Mona Lisa. Isn't that so cute? I feel like this will look good in Tommy's living room. So I was like, you can have it. I don't know what it is. Like, I really wanted to be the type of girly pop that did the Legos, completed them, and kept them. But it's like, I have done so many that I feel like I need like a designated area, like a designated room, like a Lego room. So I've gotten rid of all the Legos I've done. I've literally done hundreds. Yes, it's a lot, but it's more so about the building of it versus the keeping of it, because it's like, okay, once I'm done with this Camaro, like, cool, it's cute, it's fun, it's fresh, but it's like, me building the object is more enticing than keeping the object. But if I had the option, girl, I'd have every single Lego I've ever done. I'd have a little museum of Legos. Like, I wish, but it hasn't been that way. And like, if in the future I do get like a Lego room or a spot to have all my Legos, I'm telling you, I will redo every Lego I've ever done, and that's okay. Some hobbies are expensive, and this is one that is expensive, and I'm okay with that fully.
Once again, she is so wasteful. I did hundreds of Legos and I got rid of all of them. What is wrong with her? Like, you're just throwing money in the trash, items in the trash, like, just so wasteful and so unnecessary. Give those Legos to kids who need them. Like, she could donate them, she could do something. She needs to get a job, seriously. she is just outrageous. I take a shot every time I say outrageous in this video, but, oh my God. I need to find, I don't even know if there's another word to describe it.
I feel like there's so much that I need to like explain and talk to you guys about, and it's just like too much to do in one video. So I don't know. I need to make a list, like not me looking around for a piece of paper.
LOL. You have to laugh or you'll cry. Where are all your journals, girl? Where are all your notepads? Oh my God. She's on a level that honestly, she's talented, because she is on a level of unbearable that is just, I didn't even know was humanly possible. What are you making a list about? And what do you need to talk about? You have been at the casino with Tommy. You've been drinking Long Island iced teas. You've been ordering food. You've been doing, like, what is there to talk about, Amber? And you know what? So make a video. Get yourself together and sit down and make a video that's longer than 8 minutes and talk to your audience if you want to, if you feel the need to, if you have so much to share. Do it.
I need to make like a list and just write down, okay, so I need to talk about these points. I should do them in these specific videos because it's just a lot. It's just a lot. I think specifically for this video, like, I shouldn't have to explain that I'm having mental health issues.
I feel like I need to actually share this because I need people to know that, like, mental things is scary. Like,
I really am. And I look back at a year ago, and I was also having pretty bad mental health issues around this time of year. I like to reflect. I'm very much a reflector, and I think that's why I do a lot of journaling. I reflect. I like to understand the way I feel. I don't know. It's just, maybe it's because I grew up in and out of like group homes, children's shelters, and very much when you're in that setting, they love a good, like, let's express ourselves. Let's sit in a group, go around in a circle and express yourself. So I grew up expressing myself a lot. I grew up with so many therapists, like, because when you're in foster care, like, that's what you do. Like, you're almost obligated to see somebody on the constant. And so I'm very accustomed to expressing myself, but like, I'm not very accustomed to people actually caring. And that's like the sad reality. Like, there are good foster parents out there. There are good foster situations and group homes. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was in a good group home. Like, it was an all-girls group home. I was there for about 2 years, and still to this day, there are girls that I lived with there that I still communicate with, and staff members. That was a good point in my life. It truly was. But the children's shelter, no.
Absolutely no surprise here. I'm pretty sure I post this on my Instagram. If you haven't followed me, follow me at mukbangshoney. Same as here on Instagram. I post funny stuff, mostly Amberlynn. I post some Real Housewives stuff, whatever I find that's funny. So check me out. But I'm pretty sure I posted on Instagram that we knew she was going to start blaming her childhood. Now, I have said it before, I will say it again. I am sympathetic to her for her childhood. I understand she had a tough childhood. But that cannot be your go-to get out of jail free card. And I knew she was going to divert to her childhood. Also, now she's saying the group home was great. She liked it. She cries all the time that the group home put her on her first diet when she was like 9 because they gave her low-fat milk, which, I mean, that's hardly something that you should be crying about, that they gave you low-fat milk to try to help you out. Also, if she has had therapy all her life and she's had people to talk to all her life, but she feels like no one really cared, first of all, you need to look at yourself. If you think everyone around you is the problem, maybe you are the problem. But regardless, if she's done therapy all her life, why is she not in therapy now? Why has she not been in therapy the last 11, 12 years? Why has she not been in therapy for binge eating disorder? Why has she not been in therapy for her list of mental health issues that she says that she has? We're not diagnosed here. She's the one telling us this. So why is she not getting help and getting therapy for her problems? Work on yourself, Amber. Stop making excuses. Stop blaming your childhood. Work on yourself. But that's too much work.
I had fun times there. It was like slumber party constantly, but the staff there, they didn't care. It didn't feel like they cared. They were there to make their money, and that was that. So it's like, yeah, I was taught to express myself, but no one ever heard me. No one ever was actually listening or caring. And that's just like kind of how I feel too sometimes with like YouTube, is like I'll sit here and express and explain, and it's like, is anyone actually listening?
If she's not blaming her childhood, she's blaming the haters. Her YouTube channel started as a very positive place. The reason why people are not listening is because you have proven yourself to be a liar. You have admitted to being a liar. You contradict yourself constantly. For over a decade, you have been lying to people. Also, you've tried therapists. You've tried doctors. You never followed through. And you have a platform where hundreds of thousands of people are watching you and listening to you. And all you do is put your followers down, lie to people, again. And you have your girlfriend who you claim is so wonderful and the best relationship you've ever had, and that's someone to listen to you. Is Tommy not listening to you? So take that up with Tommy. Stop blaming the people that are watching you on YouTube and helping to pay your bills. Stop it.
Is anyone actually hearing me? I reflect back to a year ago, and I was turning to alcohol, and I was living on my own for the first time. It was just like a lot, and it was heavy, and I was turning to alcohol thinking that's what was going to make me feel better, and I was just really depressed. And like I would come on YouTube, and sometimes I would share that, or sometimes I would just like have a fake persona, because I didn't want to be that person that would constantly come on here and be like, I'm depressed, I'm sad, look at me cry, look at me have a mental breakdown. And I've done that a lot on YouTube, where I'm just fully transparent and I cry. I open up about my anxieties. What was it that I said that people really like to bring up? Mental things is scary. In that clip, I was having so much anxiety that like the world was just heavy on my chest. And that's just a prime example of like times where I really did come on here and just like, I let it all out. And I told myself that I wasn't going to do that this time, because when I do that, like it's never, I'm not going to say never. I talk in a lot of absolutes.
This is something that gets her in trouble, and I will say right now, we know she lies. I'm not denying that. She lies. She intentionally lies. She contradicts herself. But I also think I have to give her credit here for the self-reflection, because she does do that. She makes these very bold statements, and she wakes up and says, I'm going to, go on Weight Watchers. I'm going to eat 1,200 calories a day. I'm never doing X, Y, and Z again. She makes these absolute statements. She did it the other day. She said she's not drinking anymore, her and Tommy, which I don't believe. She makes these very, very black or white statements, and that's why I think sometimes she contradicts herself, because she says things to such an extreme that I think doesn't need to be said. And again, it may be BPD. I don't know. I'm not a therapist. But I'm glad she was able to acknowledge that she does this, because she does. She makes very, very bold, absolute claims. Says that she's going to do things that she never follows through and does. Don't be so extreme in your claims, Amber. So I'm glad she realized this. I don't know if she's going to act on it, but at least she realized it. I will always give credit where credit is due.
And I need to learn how not to do that, because not everything is an absolute. It's just how it is. There is always like a gray area in most situations. I was about to say, like, I was never met with like kind ears. I was never speaking to kind hearts. But that's not true. There are a lot of you who do watch me and care about me. And those people, like, I appreciate you more than you know. And I hear you and I see you, but sometimes it's so hard through all the noise. And that's just reality.
I think a lot of this has to do with the things that people are saying about Tommy, which is reality. Information that was publicly available on the internet that people found out. That's not people being haters. That's people actually having your back, to be very honest with you. And this is just, like I said, available information. These are things that Tommy put out there. So I think that's what part of what she's alluding to. And also, she chooses to focus on the negativity. She's negative. She chooses to focus on that. That's what she chooses to make her channel about. That's not anybody else's problem.
It's truly reality. So I told myself this time, like, okay, Amberlynn, you feel yourself slowly getting into a weird, depressed headspace. And normally I would share that with YouTube. And I told myself, I'm just going to disappear instead. And I shouldn't have done that. I know I shouldn't have. A lot of you were worried. And I think that's why I went on to Instagram, is because, like, I felt bad because it's like, I upload pretty frequently and I'm part of people's routines, whether for good or bad. And it's just like, I just disappeared. And I think what might have also triggered it so hard is, like, I have been in, like, a high, you know, when you first fall in love and, like, things are so good and you're, like, going out and you're hanging out with friends and you're doing things that, like, you don't normally do, and you're just, like, literally having the time of your life and you're so happy. And, like, mental health, like, takes away that, like, high, that super high happiness and just, like, that great feeling. When that was taken from me, it was like I hit like a rock. I hit like a bottom.
Okay, this is where I am going to try to control myself, but I really want to go off. So, her blaming mental health for the high wearing off of her new relationship. Now, to a certain extent, anyone, when you're in a new relationship, you have the honeymoon phase. The high wears off, yes. First of all, this time she has spent in Wisconsin is probably the most time her and Tommy have spent together in person since they've known each other. They've only known each other, including talking online, for a few months, with breaking up and her talking to other people and whatever else in between. So it's very early, Amber. So, okay, the honeymoon phase is over. That's normal. But then add in the layers that Amber does struggle with her mental health. Add in the layers of Tommy having a lot of speculation on the internet. Now, the excitement wore off. Tommy went back to work. She's not giving her attention 24/7. Amber needs to always be chasing that high. That is why she eats the way she does. That's why she gets obsessed with things the way she does. She has to chase a high constantly because at the end of the day, she is not happy. She is not happy with herself. She is an unhappy person, and she looks for temporary things to make her happy and get her through. What I think she needs to do personally, she needs to get it together, and obviously we all know this. She's talking about a morning routine. She needs to get up. First of all, she needs to fix herself up, take a shower, brush her hair, go out and take a walk, get some sunshine, get some fresh air, move your body, get healthy. Her physical health is not helping her mental health. She wants to blame everything else on her mental health. Again, blame the haters. She needs to fix the physical, the mental, everything. She needs to find a good therapist. She needs to be happy with herself, without a partner, without an obsession, without addictions, food, alcohol, vaping, whatever. She needs to work on herself. And she has all the time and energy and the resources available to her to do it, and she chooses not to. It's very frustrating. I am not saying taking a walk will fix her mental health if she has diagnosed problems. But I think it goes without saying she needs to improve her physical health. She needs to improve herself in general. And she needs to take a hard look at herself and fix things. By herself, with herself. Stop blaming a partner. Stop blaming mental illness. Stop blaming the haters. Stop blaming your childhood. Look at yourself. Take a hard, deep look at yourself and fix yourself. She is old enough to know better, but she is still young enough that she can turn things around. And she chooses not to. And it's very, very frustrating. And if that makes people haters, because here I am, I'm supporting her. This is called tough love. I'm saying, girl, get your life together. Improve yourself. I'm not saying that to hate on you. I'm saying that to help you. She needs to seriously improve herself.
And I have done so much crying. Like, I am with Tommy. I am with someone that I love. But I feel so depressed. And it's like, it's not fair because it's like, I'm getting people on Instagram, because I was doing these Q&As on there, I was getting people on there saying, like, if you're so happy with Tommy, then why are you depressed?
Tommy is not who she thought she was, and that is part of the problem, and she knows it.
Two things can coexist at the same time. I just feel like mental health isn't black and white, and it was just easier for me to like live without filming my life for thousands and thousands and thousands of people. It felt safer to me to just disappear. And
She does know that she doesn't have to vlog, right? Like, who told her that she can only vlog? Now, it would take prior planning, preparation, maybe a teeny bit of work. Why didn't she plan challenges? Why doesn't she get her routine down and plan, hey, here's my morning routine. This is what I'm going to film and show. And also, she wants to keep her relationship with Tommy hidden because she knows that something is not right. She knows. And she knows that we know. So, if she doesn't want to show her relationship with Tommy, then don't. But then, do other things on YouTube. Nobody said you had to vlog. So this is nonsense.
Slowly feel myself getting like out of this like weird depressed headspace. I do feel that. And it's just like I have BPD, and that's been like hectic like it's just been hectic. It's not fair that like I have these things while I'm trying to just like be happy and just live. Like it's not fair. And there's only really one thing I can do, and that is go to therapy.
I'm so glad she said this because I was screaming at the screen. Go to therapy. It's not fair to have a mental health condition, and I'm sorry for her that she has that. But take control of your situation. Get some help. It doesn't have to control your life. This is so ridiculous. It's not fair. I just want to be happy. We all have struggles. We all have problems. Get it together. Get some help. Stop complaining about it, stop whining about it, and get some therapy, get it under control, get help, and then you will be able to enjoy your life more. I'm sure it's not always going to be easy. She'll have moments, but get some help. Get it together. This is so infuriating, it's unreal.
For some reason, I'm so scared to go to therapy for like BPD.
False. You just don't want to put in the work, and you know it. Stop. Just stop. She's still lying.
I don't know what it is, but something about it really freaking scares me. And I think it's because it's like, it's almost as if it's like truly, truly confirming. Like, Amberlynn, you got the BPD. It's like, yeah, I was diagnosed. I experience BPD things almost daily. I feel it. I'm aware. Like, I'm cognizant of it, and I have to deal with it. But it's like going to therapy for it, like having to like stare at it, talk about it. It's just surreal, and it's not something I want to do, not something I want to experience, but it's like, that doesn't matter. It's something that I have to do. And I'm not sure when I'm going to be doing it, but it has to happen because I don't know. Is this seasonal depression? Now I don't know. Mental health is like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's not always understood. And
You know who could help you and tell you? A professional. Maybe if you sought some professional help, they could let you know.
And I'm telling you guys, I have had some breakdowns, like true breakdowns. And this is exactly how I felt a year ago. Like, I don't know if it's like the change in weather, because there is a such thing as like seasonal depression. I don't know if that's like what's happening to me. I don't know. I know that like, I don't want to be medicated. I don't want to be medicated. I was medicated for majority of my life. Again, because in foster care, like I was diagnosed with depression at the age of 9 and put on Prozac. Like that's crazy. Like 9-year-olds should not ever have to deal with that. So I've been in and out of medicine my whole life, and I was taking Lamictal for 5 years because I was diagnosed bipolar years and years ago. So I was taking Lamictal for that, and I don't ever want to be put on medicine. So it's like with BPD and seasonal depression, like I know some people take meds for seasonal depression. I get that. Me, I kind of just like wing it. And instead of like complaining about it, I just disappeared because I knew that's what was going to happen. I was going to come on here and be like, I am so fucking happy with Tommy, but I am depressed because
I don't know how she feels. I don't know her history. She doesn't want to be medicated. I mean, that's her decision. If she's under professional care and guidance and doctor's care and they recommend that's the best thing for you to make you feel better, I don't know why you wouldn't do it. But why doesn't she, again, seek professional help and say, hey, what are my options? And also, I mean, the amount of garbage she puts in her body, the amount of, like, oh my God, her saying she doesn't want to be medicated. You will order 15 diet sodas a day. You are going out with Tommy drinking all kinds of junk and alcohol and vaping constantly. I mean, this is just such a cop-out. I mean, it's not like she cares what she puts into her body, please.
as I am going through a depression that I seem to go through every single year. And then with BPD, it's like there are medicines that can like help with like your mood. Like there's nothing that can like heal a BPD. Like you're not gonna like be healed with medicine. It's not gonna happen. I will say that like Lamictal did help with my BPD as well. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't want to be medicated. And I think that's a personal choice and that's okay. So it's easier for me to say, I don't want to be medicated. So I don't have the, what am I going to say? I don't have the option to complain, which I really do. It's like, it's no one's fault that they have mental illness. It's no one's fault. And I think that being medicated should be an option because that is serious. And I don't like medicine. You guys know that. But what I do have an option is therapy. So with BPD, therapy can very much be the main thing that helps with people with BPD. It's DBT therapy. I need to do it. Everyone and their mama and their uncle recommends it to me and I need to just go for it. But I want you guys to know that like, I haven't been not uploading because I'm lazy or because I don't care about you guys.
Of course you're lazy. Even when you do upload, it's lazy. Your content is incredibly lazy when you do it. We all know you're lazy, and you don't care about your followers and your subscribers because you've insulted them on many occasions and lied to them.
Or because of anything like that. It started as like, okay, I'm gonna spend some time with Tommy. Even though in the back of my mind, like I slowly felt this depression coming. And it happens every year. I have to be like very cognizant of that. I have to like say that because a lot of people are like blaming Tommy for my like lack of uploads. No, she has been so supportive and she's just like, she understands that I need a break, but she's also like very encouraging when it comes to like things that I enjoy and love. And she knows that I love YouTube. And she's like, you know, upload when you want, but she's always like giving me cute little ideas. Like we want to do y'all, I gathered.
Just like Jade was so supportive and encouraging. I mean, she said Jade used to give her little motivations, and then all of a sudden it became a problem when Jade pushed her to do stuff she didn't want to do. Because the second Amber has to do stuff she doesn't want to do, she doesn't like it. So I don't know if Tommy's being supportive or not. I don't really care. I don't believe that. That's something she just always says when she has a new girlfriend. Also, I personally feel, and other people have speculated this also, there's a possibility her and Tommy are doing content elsewhere outside of YouTube, and I think that there's a chance of that. I do think someone would have found it by now, but that's definitely a possibility. Or Tommy's encouraging her to do that. So either way, I don't know. But this, like, Tommy's being so supportive and encouraging. We've heard that so many times before with different girlfriends. Like, no one's buying this anymore, Amber. Also, why doesn't she do challenges? Why doesn't she plan what she's going to upload? If she has ideas for challenges, themes, different content ideas, do it then. You do not have to vlog. But then she has to put in effort, and she doesn't want to do that. She also goes on to say, I don't want to interrupt again, so I'll just tell you guys ahead of time. She goes on to say that she has questions. We don't want to do question and answers anymore. If that's what she's bringing us in terms of content, question and answers, you've been doing that, girl. Enough. We don't want to hear that anymore.
So many questions for you guys. And I like to physically write. So I gathered so many questions from you guys for me and Tommy to answer. So that's something that's still like up in the air. At first I was like, I don't want to do this. Oh, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Amazon was delivered. What was I saying? So I got these so I could write down your guys' questions so Tommy and I could like pick them out randomly so they weren't in like any specific order. We were gonna like make it a series maybe or do it all in one video, but the video would be like hours long, I feel like, because there's a lot of questions, you guys. So many. So we went through phases where we're like, yeah, let's do this. And then I was like, no. And then she was like, no. And then we were like, yeah. And now we're kind of currently at the stage of like, sure, why not? So there are a lot of questions. So it's like, why did I even bring this up? I forget. Oh my God, the Amazon guy distracted me. What was I saying? Okay, I remember now. It's because some of you are blaming Tommy for me not uploading when no, it's like the complete opposite. Like, she's super supportive and like whatever I do, and she's just super sweet and amazing. So yeah, this is for that. So I'm gonna write the questions on here and then like fold them up, and like I want to put them in like a clear vase. I think it'll look really pretty with like the colors. And you guys, I'm telling you, there's so many questions. This angle's hectic, but I don't know. Like, I need to do my job. I need to come on here. I need to be myself. I need to be myself. Like, I need to be myself. This is me. Like, I grew popularity in being myself. I have lessened in popularity by watering down who I am. That's eye-opening. That the Amberlynn that like has more personality and like shows more of like her vulnerable side and like isn't afraid to be like, yeah, this is me. Like, that Amberlynn is the Amberlynn that people came here for. I'm gonna go ahead and assume. As much as people like to talk shit and say what they gotta say, which is a lot, deep down it's like, you're here for a reason, I'm assuming. So I don't know. Like, anyways, oh, and I uploaded a TikTok and an Instagram of calling myself like a fat squirrel because the sound went viral because this lady on TikTok really was like filming a squirrel saying, look at this morbidly obese squirrel. Like, it's literally so funny. And TikTok and Instagram thought that I was bullying myself, so they took it down because they were like, you're bullying. And I was like, no, I'm not. It's just so funny. And like, so many people have used that sound because the original has 8.1 million likes. So many people have used that sound, and they're not getting their stuff taken down, but they took down mine because they thought that I was bullying myself. And I had to like reach out and be like, I'm not bullying myself. Like, I did like a little appeal thing, but TikTok still was like, no, you're bullying. And I'm like, girl, who am I bullying? Like, I just thought it was so funny and cute. Like, I was scrolling the TikTok, and when I saw that squirrel and I heard the sound, I was like, that is genuinely, like, that made me laugh. I was like, I need that, like, laughter. So then, you guys know me, like, I'm, like, a comedic girly, like, a troll. Like, that's funny. Like, to me, that's funny. That's lighthearted, in my opinion. It's funny to me. Like, sometimes you gotta take a dark situation and you gotta make it funny. I have been so depressed. I have been self-loathing after time of like finding myself and loving myself. But it's like mental illness, folks. Mental illness. It's not fun. By the way, my bra, like, this is so hexagona. My bra has a little like lump right here. And you guys want to know why? I'll take my phone and I'll be like, oh, fuck a purse. Fuck a pocket. Like, most of my dresses have pockets. Fuck a pocket. And I'll stick it right here, and it's like in the same designated area, and I've had this bra for so long, so it's like literally my phone has made a lump right there. So, random facts. All right, you guys, so I don't really know what the point of this video was, but I just needed to get a little bit off of my chest, just a little bit. There's more there, trust me, and you guys will be hearing more about it. I need to be myself to the best of my ability. I will still have a wall up. I'm still going to have a wall up. There is a lot that has happened in my 11 years on YouTube that has made me like take steps back, lots of steps back. Like, I'll take one step forward, 5 steps back. And right now we're going to take a couple steps forward, and we're going to try to stay there for a little bit. I'm done rambling. I'm gonna go open my Amazon package. I think it's a new perfume. Love me a perfume. It's actually not a new one completely. I mean, it's a new perfume, but it's a perfume that I just recently emptied. And I was like, this is one of my favorite perfumes. It's like Ambery Vanilla or something like that by Dossier. I could be so wrong. But it's like one of my favorite perfumes. And I'm telling you, so I used it all, and I said, your girl needs to order another one. So that came in the mail, and I'm super excited. Anyways, I'm done rambling. I love you guys, and thank you guys for being like super kind. There's so many of you who are like Amberlynn, take your time. You owe us nothing. So thank you to those who are patient with me. I greatly appreciate that. And I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Look at this fat ass, giant, morbidly obese squirrel. What are you doing?